Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crafty Hour number 7. Everybody's having a wonderful night, so we'll give everybody kind of a moment to jump on and say hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Tammy. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Lena. So welcome to Crafty Hour number 7, right? Yes, Crafty Hour number 7. Hello, Terry. Hello, Claire. So it's chilly. I got my heater going under my feet. I'm trying to stay warm. So we are going to be playing with the winter wildlife set from Hunkydory that was in your kit. So I hope everybody got a chance this morning to watch Deanna and her archways. So kind of what we did is we saw these 2 cool concept cards, is what Hunkydory calls these. We saw these 2 different concept card sets and we thought, oh my gosh, these will be great to split up to kind of give you guys a taste of what concept cards are and give you one of each. So you're going to have 4 cards of each design, and these are super fun and super cute. They're easy to do, and I hope you guys are enjoying them, and I hope you got a chance to do Deanna's class this morning. If not, remember the Crafty Hours are always on demand, so you can always go back and catch those. Oh, aren't they, Keitha? She says the arch cards are gorgeous. Yes, they were very, very, very pretty, very fun. So what these are called, they're called concept cards. So Hunkydory has lots of other concept cards that they have, and I showed you guys some different ones today in our live, so you can kind of see them. And the concept card packs are fun because it is a complete set. So it has everything in there that you need to complete your cards. It has your cards, your instructions, your envelopes, everything was in there. So that's what makes these concept ones so easy and so fun. So we're kind of waiting for everybody to jump on. I think everybody's jumping on pretty quick, which is great. Hello, Faith. Good afternoon, evening, whatever we are on. Kind of watching the eyeballs to see if they continue to grow. Think about everybody is there. Okay, so you guys, while you're grabbing some supplies, you will need some really thin score tape. I used the 1/8 of an inch. You could probably get away with a 1/4 an inch too, if that's what you got, but you're going to want some really thin score tape, and these are going to be the same supplies that Deanna had you guys grab this morning. You're going to want some foam tape or some pop dots, whatever you're comfortable with, because we do have a couple little layers, some popped up layers that you're going to want to do. And then I like to have a bone folder. I like this one. It's a pencil bone folder. We do have to kind of curl some things, so that one kind of comes in handy for curling. And then either a pair of scissors or a trimmer, because we are going to have to chop down one item that is going to be your acetate sheets. It is a little large, so we will need to chop that down, but grab what you have. And then I did a photo rounder, but if you don't have a photo rounder, that's okay. You can use your scissors, because you're not going to see this anyways. I just, in my head, I wanted to have a quick, easy, clean edge So that's kind of what I went with. Okay, is everybody ready to get started? I don't see, I'm watching to see if the eyeballs are still growing. I was going to say, how many have done a concept card before? But if you did Deanna's, you did a concept card. So we started with one, right? So this is Crafty Hour number 7. We are sold out of the kits. Kits are gone. So when we announce on our Facebook pages and when we announce in the Crafty Hour Creations private Facebook group that we have the next Crafty Hours available, make sure to jump on them because they do go super quick. And we want to say trust the process, and none of these have ever sucked. They've always been really good. So jump on the Crafty Hours, make sure you participate, make sure you're jumping in and having fun with us. And we've made them super affordable. So join in. Oh, hello, Deanna. Deanna's on now. Now we can officially start. No. So what you're going to do is we're going to start with, so what we're making is this cute little card. Is he not adorable? So it's a 3D little kind of like box card. And I left mine open for a reason, and I'll let you know once we get there. But then it opens up. You've got plenty of room to put your sentiment or whatever you want. And then it has a cute little back on there. Yeah, right, Deanna? We don't do bad things. We do cute things. We stay up all night thinking about these awesome events and stuff for you guys. And then we overthink everything because we want you to enjoy it and have fun. Okay, so that's what we're going to make, these cute little box cards. So I'm going to start, we're just going to start with the blue one because that is what is right here in front of me. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop out some blue pieces. And the thing I love about Hunkydory is look how easy these guys pop out. You don't have to worry about the hanging chads or ripping it. You just kind of lightly pop them and they come out. So we're going to pull the little donkey. And then right here in the corner, we've got the little donkey head. Oh, they're kissing. Isn't that cute? Okay. And then on the other one, we're going to pop out this piece right here. This is going to be your card base. I love that it says lovingly handmade on the back side. Isn't that adorable? And then our donkey down here. And what I also like about this is there's so many different sentiments. There's literally something for everyone. And you might not want to put your sentiments on. You want to maybe wait and put your sentiments later, depending on who you want to send it to. But look at that, to a lovely couple. And wouldn't that be cute to put on the donkeys? There's just for mom, season's greetings, a cute little bird, Merry Christmas. So lots of different sentiments to choose from. You'll have extras, so you can use them on the inside of your card or use them for something else. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take our card base and we're going to fold it in half. Easy peasy. And like I said, I just have the pencil bone folder. I was using that because we have to round some items, so that works great for that. So there's our card base. That's the front, the cute little inside, and then there's our back side. Easy, easy. Then we're going to grab this donkey piece and we're going to pop it out. And if you've ever done any of the 3D toppers from Hunkydory or even the Hardy Crafters toppers that we love, same idea. It's what I call matchmaker. You put this guy on top of this guy on top of this guy, and each time you're doing it, your piece is getting smaller and smaller. So you're just covering that little area. So I'm just going to use my foam tape, my low tape, because since we are doing 3 layers, I don't want it to be popped too tall inside of that little shadow box. So this is the medium layer for your donkeys. If I can get the backing off. And all you're going to do is take the full piece, you lay the half piece on top, so we're just playing matchmaker. And I might have to stand up to see and make sure it lines up, so that pops on there. And then our next piece is going to go right on top of that. So just 1, 2, 3. Just plain matchmaker. Okay, make sure you're, yeah, I'm going to have to stand up. I thought I could do this sitting down, but I can't because you can't see over the top of it. Okay, so we're just going to try to line up their little faces. And there we have our first little pop piece. So we've got our 3 pieces. Now, if you want to use higher pop dots, go for it. It's your card. Do whatever you want. But I kind of went with the lower ones. And there is going to be enough room in that box. If you wanted to do the higher ones, you could totally do that too. Okay. Now for this next piece, we're going to put pop on the back of it too. But I'm going to show you a trick to line it up because we want it to be in the center. Okay. So this piece right here is going to go on top. And this is your front. So your front just has the snow along the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay attention right here to where the card curves. I'm going to put this guy over the top and just shimmy him up until those corners all line up. So therefore, I know this is now in the center. I'm going to remove my backing. And then I'm going to place it right in the center, and that's going to give me my placement. And then I'm just going to lift that ring up, and now we have found the center of it perfectly. Okay, so we got her right in the center. Okay, don't see any comments, so I think everybody's doing good. Okay, our next piece is this piece here. We need to find this piece and one of the snowy acetate. And how cute are these snowy acetates? Are these not adorable? Now, if you look at it, you will see one side, the white is more predominant than the other. I liked that one on the top. And if you run your finger over it, you can kind of feel it like it's screen printed on there. I want that to be my front. So we're going to flip this piece over. So you're flipping your window over, and then you're going to flip your acetate over. Now your acetate needs to fit inside of this square. You're going to see score lines here, and that piece needs to fit in there. So what I'm going to do is just take and make a mark right where it hangs over. And let me get my trusty measuring stick out, and I will let you know how much is hanging over, how much we're snipping. So we are snipping 5/16 of an inch. So that is a little bit bigger than 1/4 of an inch. So 5/16 of an inch is what we're going to snip. And you're just going to snip that off. And if you've got scissors, great, use that. If you have a trimmer, use that. So basically what you want to do is you want to line it back up and make sure when you put that acetate in that it falls within that inner score lines that you see, your inner score lines. And then now when you look at that acetate, you're going to see in the corners, it's kind of hanging over. And you don't want it hanging over. It's squared. So you can either take your scissors and snip it at an angle, just kind of snip it so it's not, and you're not going to see it. It's going to be on this side. So whatever you do to the back side, you won't see it. So don't worry about if it's not perfect. So you can snip it with your scissors. Or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in my little corner rounder, snip it, and it's just going to round that corner. Okay, so I just rounded my corners, and then when I put it on there, I'm going to see that everything fits inside of that, and we don't have any hangover. Okay, and then I'm going to take my skinniest tape. If you have 1/4 of an inch, you can use that too. But I'm going to take my skinniest tape, and I'm going to draw a box. Just gonna go around and draw a box. If you're using 1/4 inch tape, just make sure that you don't go below these points. You don't want to go below the points here, because if you do, your adhesive will be showing on the other side, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so we've got a square of our score tape, and that's just the skinniest one, 1/8 inch, all the way around. I'm then going to peel this off, and then we're just going to place our acetate right on top. And remember, you want bumpy side or snowflake side down, because that will be the front side. Okay, so when we flip it, you're going to have that. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I love this acetate. How are we doing? Is everybody doing okay? Oh, our eyeballs are growing. We got some people tuning in. Okay. Okay, now we're going to score. So we're going to flip her back over, and you're going to score along the straight lines. Don't worry about these wings. Don't do anything with these cute little wings. Just score over on the big ones. And if you have a bone folder, you can use it. I felt like these creased really good, so I didn't need to double crease it. But what we're going to do is you're going to have 2 scores. Okay, so it's going to build kind of a wall. You've got your score against the acetate, and then you have this itty bitty little score piece there. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. So I usually score the big one and then score the small one and go all the way around. Score the big one, score the small one. These cards are so cute. Now, of course, these will be a hand-delivered card or one that you'll put in with a gift box or something. But that's the fun sometimes. Okay, so has everybody got theirs scored? So as you score it, you can start to see that you're forming a box. So we've got an edge, and I just love the detail that the foiling and stuff is on there. The donkey is foam tape. So all of these are foam tape. So there's 1, 2, 3 layers of foam tape. So all those are foam taped. Don't know why Facebook is not showing me comments on my computer. It's showing me on my phone. Good old Facebook. Okay, so now what we're going to do too, and I'm just going to flip it over so you can see it from the front side. We're going to put score tape on the front side all the way on that itty bitty little skinny one. And this is where you will need 1/8 inch. You could probably use liquid too if you wanted to, but I'm finding that it's going to be a lot quicker with the score tape, and you don't have to sit and wait for it to dry. It's going to grab it and put it exactly where you need it. Okay, so we've got our front, we've got our score tape, and now we're going to build our box and put it on top of our little donkey card. So what I like to do is I start at the top. So we're going to start with the top one. And again, I kind of laid it on to kind of figure out where that center was. And I like to do the trick where you bend it over and you make a little wing. So that way we only have that itty bitty little amount of adhesive exposed. So that allows us to line it up before we release the whole thing. So you can just press and then pull and release. And what we're doing, and you can flip it and see, is we're just fastening that itty bitty little edge right at the top edge of your card. So when you flip it, kind of opens like a book. And I found it easiest to do one side at a time. If you try to do all 4 sides at once, it's gonna grab it and it ain't gonna let go, because that's what score tape does. Okay, so once we have that one, then I just kind of went to the next side and do the same thing and work yourself around the square. Now I just do my little wing. So when you go to press it, it gives you time to wiggle it and make sure that that is where you want it before it releases the whole piece. Okay, and then you can pull and press. And what we're doing is we're building a box. Now don't worry about these wings. We'll kind of get to them later. Okay? Then we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. Okay, and then repeat the same thing on this side. Okay, so now we've built a little box. Okay, we've built our little 3D box. Is that not adorable? Hello, Marcy, joining in late. Okay, now Facebook is showing me comments again. How weird. Showing different ones on my computer than it's showing. Ooh, let me try switching accounts. Hold on one second. Let me switch accounts and see if the comments pop back up. I don't know. I can see Valerie's comments on my phone, but I can't see Valerie's comment on the computer. Weird. Okay, so everybody got that? So now what we're going to do, we're going to close the box. So you're going to take a pen, pencil, bone folder, whatever you have, and you're going to kind of go in and curl. So you're going to curl these little corners, because what we're going to do is we're going to curl and tuck. Curl and tuck. So we're just going to curl all 4. I don't know what's going on, Deanna. Good old Facebook. Okay, so once we have those curled, we're going to take a little bit of score tape, or you can put liquid adhesive if you want. But again, I found the score tape's good because it kind of holds. And you're just going to cut a little square, and I'm just using the 1/4 inch, little square of score tape, and you're going to put it at the very edge, the very tip edge. Okay, then you're going to peel that off, and you're going to poke him down in that hole and glue him to the top of that. I found it was easiest to make sure he glued to the top was to take my pencil or bone folder or something and push up, and then take my finger and push down, just to make sure that that corner got glued and he's not getting free. Now, I'm making sure he's really tight because I was doing these and I thought this would be adorable to fill with sequins or fill with Christmas snow and make a shaker out of it. Of course, I don't know where my Christmas snow is right now, so that's why I left this bottom corner open, because I'm going to fill this with snow and then I'll close my bottom corner. So what I'm going to have you guys do is we're going to close all 3 corners and we're going to leave the 4th one open. That way you can put sequins or shaker material or that Christmas snow or something in there and make it a really adorable interactive kind of shaker card. Because look at all the space in there. I mean, why not? Why not make that a shaker card? good, Kathy. I'm glad you're enjoying Crafty Hours. The idea behind the Crafty Hours was to get you guys sometimes to try new stuff and new techniques and play with things that maybe you wouldn't play with. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I love Hunkydory. Or you're going to be like, oh my God, I do not love Hunkydory. But at least you tried it. So it's to get you to try new things, new techniques, learn some hints and tricks, and all kinds of fun stuff with that. You know what would be cute too to put in here? Before we sealed it up, those little Chibertronic Christmas lights, and have this little box light up like a little window. Oh, that'd be cool too, but I don't have any of those. But I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for this little window and this little, it's like a little diorama almost. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So make sure you are a member of the Crafty Hour Creations private Facebook group, because that is the group where we made for you guys. So you can post your creations and your interpretations of the Crafty Hours. And maybe you do it exactly the way we showed you. Great. Maybe you listened on the first one and then abandoned Battleship and did your own on the second and third one. That's great also. We'd love to see what you guys are making. Love to see what you're using your scraps up for. And like I said, I'm just putting that pin in there to kind of push on it to make sure we have a good connection. This last one, I'd probably use a liquid glue. That way I know he connects in there. But like I said, I'm going to leave this door open because we're going to put something in there. I don't know what yet. It could be sequins or shaker or that Christmas snow. But if you want to do the lights, put the lights in before you build the fourth side on that. Okay, how's everybody doing? Are we good? Okay, then we're going to have a little thing to go on top. I think I want the one that says Season's Greetings. That's adorable. Oh, Deanna just put the link in for our Facebook group, so make sure to join that. Crafty Hour Creations. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape on the back side of this guy. And then we're just going to pop him. Kind of want to put him right there in that bottom corner. And just pop him, like I said, fill your box with whatever goodies you want, and then you'll just glue that last corner down, and then we have this cute, adorable little card. And then you've got more little sentiments here. Winter wishes just for you. I think we'll go ahead and put that on the inside. And I'll just use some liquid on that one. There we go. Adorable. Okay, there's card number 1. Okay, so next up will be the green one with the cute little mouse on it. And what I like about these is once you get the first one done, it's just kind of rinse and repeat. They just get easier. So we're going to take our green background. And then from this one, we need that cute little mouse. And I'm going to go ahead and punch. I might not use this tag on this one, but I'm going to go ahead and punch it out so I have it and I can throw this piece away. We need the little box front of the mouse. And when you go to join Crafty Hour Creations, it is going to ask you a tricky question. It's going to say, who's your home store? Just answer that question, either Clipper Street or Scrapbook-N-Memories, and we'll get you guys in. That's just our way of kind of filtering down the spam, because our group is so awesome. Everybody wants to join, but we have some computers that we've had to filter out. So just make sure to do that and we will get you guys in. Okay, we're gonna fold your card in half. The front of it's gonna be green. The back of it says lovingly handmade. Okay. Yes, the videos will stay on the Facebook page. So a neat feature that I found, quick way to find, so the videos are always on our main Facebook pages. We won't post the lives in the private group because we want everybody to see it. So the main presentation will always be on there. But if you go to Crafty Hour Creations and you click on, I can't talk and line up at the same time. Okay, there we go. And click on events. You will see the upcoming ones that we've posted. And then underneath it, you will see all the past ones. And all the past ones, all the way up, number 1 is there, so you'll see 2 for each one. You'll see 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s. They're all posted there, so you can find them easily and access them in the private Facebook group. It kind of bookmarks them, which is really cool. Okay, so we built our 3 layers of that cute little bunny rabbit. So precious. Okay, we got our layers. Then we're going to put pops on the back side. So we're going to flip her over, flip the medallion over, and we're going to put foam tape on the back side. We're going to take our card front again, and we're going to line this piece up. We're just going to shift it up until it lines up in the corners. So that's how we know we found the center. And then we're going to lay that medallion right in the center. That's how we know we go the center. We're going to lift, and there we have our cute little piece right in the center. So quick and easy. And you know what? I'm going to put my score tape on this first before we fold it, because I think it'll save time. So I'm going to go on that little lip, that little 1/8 of an inch lip at the top. We're going to go around all 4 sides and put that score tape. And then we'll go ahead and fold it. We'll just change the order a little bit. That seemed to make a little bit more sense in my head. Okay, so you got that. Are you watching that? Can you turn it off or down? Okay, we got those. Now we're going to fold. So we're going to flip it over, and we're just going to score it over and score it over. So we're just doing it on those straight pieces. Fold it and fold it. Fold it and fold it. Now we can kind of see our score line a little bit easier. So when we put that acetate on, it kind of gives you a little bit easier area to see it. We're going to go with our score tape on that inside edge. And this, we're going all the way around it because we want that acetate to hold down really good if you're going to be putting shaker bits in there, because there's nothing worse than your shaker bits falling out. Yep. So there is that. Yeah, we're doing the acetate. I just kind of changed the order, Keitha. Okay, because this way it was easier to kind of see where we were going. Don't pull off your tape yet. And then now you're going to lay that little piece down again and see if you need to chop some off. And ooh, this one I got to chop a lot off. These came pre-cut in the kit, so whoever pre-cut these kind of cut them a little crooked, but it's okay. It's better to have the piece too big than not big enough. So we'd rather chop it down than it to be too big and then your bits and pieces fall out. So we're gonna chop your acetate down, and remember, find the place that has the pretty snow on it. That's that side. And then you'll just peel off that tape and glue your acetate down. Oh, and I forgot to round my corners. Chop your corners. I love corner rounders. They're just so easy. I need to make it look like you spent a lot of time on them. Okay. And then we'll just put that piece of acetate on there. Okay. So now we have our box. We have the tape on the outside. When it goes down, we've got our acetate on there. So we've got our little box built. And I think it's all squared. Yep, it's all squared, so it doesn't really matter what direction you go first. So we're going to line it up again. Line up your little box, and then you'll pull off that top piece and put it down. So we're going to peel off that top little corner. Just kind of line her up. Actually, I felt like too, it was easier to just kind of eyeball it. Just eyeball it and center it. That works too. So you've got it like a little hinge. And then you're going to do each side individually. I found it easiest to do top, then side, then bottom. Kind of press. Like I said, if you want to put lights in yours, maybe leave that bottom panel open and don't close that yet. That way you have space to put your lights, and then close it down. And then we're just going to curl our corners. And don't get too carried away. If you get too rough with your corner, you might rip it off. So you don't want to do that. You just want to very lightly curl your corners. And you could use a pencil, your bone folder, kind of anything round on that. Gosh, isn't he adorable? Yes, he's going to look good with that big poofy white snow in there. Might have to get a little funnel to feed it in there, but we'll get it in there. Don't know if I have any here or not. Okay, then we're just putting our piece on our corner. We're going to tuck him in. Tuck him in the corner. And then I'm just taking that pencil and kind of shimmy it up there and pressing. So you want your corners to be nice and closed if you're going to be filling them with goodies. And I love these cards because they're kind of a gift in itself. And it looks like you spent a lot of time and a lot of hours making them. And we're going to make 3 in an hour here. Oops, sorry guys. getting off screen. Fit that guy in there. It does help a lot to kind of take that object and press it in there and kind of jimmy it. All right, how's everybody doing? I don't see any questions coming through. I don't know if it's because you guys are busily crafting or Facebook isn't showing them. Could be both. Okay, and then there is our cute little mouse. Okay, we got to add one on here. I really like this one. It says Merry Christmas. It kind of has the berries on it because the berries kind of match that one. I'm going to put, oh, I don't want to put him in the, I think I'll put I love the robin. I don't want to cover the robin. I'm going to put him up at the top there. He'll look great right there. All right, how's everybody doing? Are we doing good? I'm gonna let everybody get caught up and make sure you got those two done. See if we see any thumbs up. How's everybody doing? I think everybody's doing good. I don't see any questions. I love that everybody's loving the crafty hours and joining in on those. Okay, got some thumbs up. We are good. All right, so I'm gonna skip over really quick because same idea of those two cards we've done. So now we're gonna go to the next one. Ooh, a hint of one of the new ones in the new year. Ooh, a hint. I don't know what to tell them. Okay, so in the thing, you're going to have these white ones. And at first I looked at them and I was confused. And I'm like, is this the card base? Did I do my card without the card base? And I got confused. This is your box. So this is what your cute little card is going to go in. So it's like an envelope for your box. It's a little pizza box. I'm not going to have you guys assemble this. I'll show you how to assemble it because it's very white and ho-hum and plain. And I think you're going to want to dress this up with scrapbook paper or maybe some inks or stencils or something else and kind of dress it up. But I'll show you how it goes. It's like a little pizza box. So you're going to fold everything on here. So these little tabs here are going to go in. Okay? And let me fold the lid back. Do I want to give them a hint? Do you want me to show them? Because I have that paper pad here, Deanna. What do you want me to show? I don't want to give away too much. I know we have some awesome crafty hours working up. We're working with, oh, nope, she says, no. We've got some more, we're working with some more Hunkydories. We're working with some spellbinders. We're working with a lot of your favorite companies and favorite vendors. So there are some amazing ones coming. Amazing. So make sure to watch. Okay, so this basically what it's going to do is you're going to put adhesive right here. Ooh, masculine. Yes. We have a masculine one, kind of mixed media looking, but not with the work of mixed media. It's really cool. Uh-oh, what is Facebook doing now? Yes, we are done with Christmas. I know somebody came in today and they said, I'm done with Christmas. I'm like, I am too. I'm ready for some crafty hours with some flowers and some spring and some masculine and some bunnies. So we've got some good ones posted. Okay, so you're going to put glue right here, and then you're going to fold this up. And then this little flap, see that little flap, is going to, you'll put some score tape on there, and that little flap is going to fold over. So basically what you're doing is you're building a pizza box, okay? It's like a little pizza box. Your card is going to go in it. And then we're going to close it up, and you have this cute little box, okay? Oh, Deanna's still giving more hints away. Everybody's going to guess it here pretty soon. And then, so there's your little pizza box. You can dress it up, ink it, put some paint on it, cover it with scrapbook paper, and make the cute little box, okay? So that's what the white thing is that's in there. It needs to have something on it. Yes, we are working on more masculine ones. Okay, so now that you know the box, let's go ahead and grab the last one that we have here. So that's the brown one with the owl. We've got a good, it's fun when me and Deanna are on a Zoom call and we're with a vendor and the vendors are showing us the new releases. We're private messaging each other back and forth, and we're like, oh my God, that's a crafty hour. And I'm like, oh my God, yes it is. So it's funny because we have our own conversations going amongst ourselves. Okay, we're going to do one more card. Yep, I've got one more, Valerie. So we're going to do the owl again. So we're punching out. You've got your card base. You've got your middle layer for the owl. You've got your outside layer for the owl. And then we have our inside layer for the owl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 pieces. Okay, 5 pieces is what you should have. Make sure everybody's got those punched out. Oh my gosh, right? It's like we're having our own conversation with each other. Well, we are having our own conversation. Okay, so you got your card base here. We're going to fold it in half. This is your card base. The front is going to have the greenery. The back is going to have lovingly handmade with a cute little owl on it. Okay, so that is your card. We're going to pop these pieces. So we're playing what I call matchmaker. So this one goes on here. This one goes on here. Each time you put a layer on, you lose a little bit more of the previous layer. Okay? We get some more score tape out. Or sorry, foam tape. More foam tape. And so we're going to put foam. I'm just using medium foam tape. If you want to do the higher foam tape, go for it. It is your card. I just did the medium because I thought it'll give more room in your little shaker for goodies. Okay, so your owl that has the gold on the outside of it, you're then going to take the smaller owl, so one size smaller, and we're just going to lay it right over the top, lining it up with the image underneath it. Okay, and then we've got our little owl. We're going to do the same thing with that. So the top layer, just put a little foam tape on him or her. I always call my thing hims and hers. Does anybody else do that? Hims and hers. And then we're going to line that guy up. Ooh, we want to line his eyes up. I don't want him to have 2 sets of eyes. 4 eyes is too much. Okay, so there is our finished, I'm going to call it a medallion. That's what I kind of call the medallion. So we've got 3 layers that are popped up, kind of like the 3D deco cards or the Hardy topper cards, very similar. Okay, there's that. Okay, then we're taking this piece to line it up so we know where our medallion goes. So this, you're looking right here in this little curved area. This curved area is going to line up with the top of your card. So you're just going to put it on and then just kind of shimmy her up until she lines up on all 4 sides. Now we know where the center of your card is, okay? I'm going to put foam tape on the back of this one. That's your top, the bottom layer, the whole medallion piece. Oops, I got a little carried away with ripping that one. The whole medallion piece. Let me fold that under because that's going to show. I don't want that showing. And let me line this piece back up. Make sure it's in the center. And we're going to take that medallion and just pop it right in the center of that design. And then this piece is going to pop up. And now we know our little guy is exactly in the center of the card, right where we need him. So there's our card front. Okay, now we're going to build our box. To build our box, on this farthest, you're going to see a score line here and a score line here. The farthest ring out, it's only about 1/8 of an inch, we're going to put score tape all the way around all 4 sides. Okay, score tape. Score tape, score tape. So all the way around the outside. This is the part of the bottom of the box, so this will be the base that's going to connect to your card front. It's your card front. Okay, so we're just going all the way around, like a little merry-go-round. Okay. So there's your front. Score tape on the farthest portion, and we're not overlapping that score mark. Okay, then we're going to flip it over, and inside the square we're going to do the same thing with score tape. We're going to do it on all 4 sides, and we're on the inside most part. Hopefully nobody's playing a drinking game because I realize I'm saying okay 100 times. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go again. So there's your score tape all the way around the inside portion of your window. This is what's going to hold your acetate down and keep your Ghibli bits inside of it. We're going to grab your acetate. And again, we're going to kind of audition it and see if it fits. And it fits top to bottom inside that score line, but it's too far on the outside. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to make a little snip so I know where to snip it. And again, you can use your trimmer or you can use your scissors. And we're going to chop that off. So I chopped off this amount. I don't know that there's any reason to save this. It's an itty bitty little piece, but if you've got a project, go for it. If not, you just pitch that. You want to find on your acetate where the bumpy snowflakes are. Right there. You'll feel it with your finger because these are screen printed on with like paint. You're going to feel the bumpy. That is the side you want down because that will be showing through your window. Okay, we're going to peel that score tape off and then stick your acetate down. When I use acetate, I like to use dry adhesive like score tape because sometimes when you use liquid, it takes longer for it to dry. Oops, I forgot to round the corners. Sorry, pull her up, round the corners or snip the corners. Liquid adhesive takes longer to dry. And then sometimes it mushes out and it mushes out under your window. And I don't want adhesive seeping out underneath my, I don't want adhesive seeping out underneath my window. And if you glued yours down and didn't get it rounded, that's okay. Just take your scissors and just snip whatever's hanging over there on the edge. It's no biggie. Okay? Now we're going to score on the long sides. Don't worry about the wings. Leave the wings. We're scoring on the long sides. So we're going to pull that one back and then pull the little one back. Okay? So we'll pull back the big one. Pull back the small one. And you're going to do that on all four sides. So what we're doing is we're building that little box. Building that little box. Okay? And again, it's squared, so you don't have to worry about what goes at the top. They're all the same. You can line it up and put that little one in there, or kind of what I'm finding easiest is to expose that top one and line it up, just kind of center it, put it on the edge, and press. So it makes like a little hinge. And it's got some good amount of fudging in it. Aw, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we got a little hinge right there. Zoop. Okay, has everybody got that? Are there any questions so far? We got it? No, it's kind of hard to see with the brown, the dark tones. Okay, then I'm going to go around it. So I'm going to peel off this one on the side, and I'm just going to fold it down, kind of line it up with the edge. Oops. You know score tape sometimes likes to grab, and then just press. And then I'm going to flip it all the way around and do the other side. So I did top, side, side, and then bottom. Top, side, side, and bottom. Okay. Mush it on there. Just like that. Now on Deanna's cards that she did this morning, hers kind of squished flat when you put them in the envelopes. These are not going to squish flat. These are going to stay 3D. So that's why you have the little pizza box envelope to put them in. I love that, pizza box envelope. And if you're wanting to make more of those, I know Elizabeth Craft has that pizza box die. So you could get that and make even more, that pizza box die. Okay, now I'm just rounding the corners. So we're just kind of rounding the corners, curling them with a bone folder, a pencil, whatever you have that's kind of round. Be gentle that you don't pull too hard because you might pull your flap off and that's not going to be good. Okay, so we got our little wings. Then we're going to take our score tape. So this is just 1/4 of an inch. And I'm just cutting off like a little square piece. And that is going right on the edge of that little wing. Right on the edge, right there. Then I'm going to pull it off. And that little edge is going to get tucked. So we're just going to kind of tuck it. We're going to push it down and in. Okay, down and in. And then I'm going to take that bone folder or pencil or whatever you got, and I'm going to push it in there, and then I'm going to press it down with my finger. And this is just making sure that we get a good connection, good contact. Okay, there's our little corner. And then we're going to repeat that on the other two sides. We're going to leave the bottom one open. That way you can put some snow or little shaker sequins or something in there. I've been trying to get more organized. I'm in the process of ripping my rooms apart, so I don't know where my... Maybe I'll look in the cabinet here. I have some white sequins somewhere. See if they're in the cabinet really quick. And if I have some, I'll add them to my thing. Oh, I want to make sure my corner is not folded down. There we go. Wow, that one I kind of flattened it. I got a little forceful with it and I flattened my corner. Don't be Kourtney. Be gentle. Okay, there we go. And then the last little corner. Anybody else end up with a mess of score tape body parts all over the place? You can always tell where I'm standing because when I walk away, you can see where my feet were standing amongst all the score tape trash. Okay, so leave that last one open. And what would you want to put on this one? Oh, I like Merry Christmas. We're going to put Merry Christmas on that one. Put some foam tape on the back of that. And you could put these larger tags out here too, especially for you at Christmas. Put the little guy on the inside. I think I'll do that. Put Happy Christmas on the inside. Switch it up a little bit. And then let's put this guy out here. Especially for you at Christmas time. Okay, let me look while you guys are finishing those up. Let me know if you're good. Let me see if I have any sequins really quick right here. Okay, I didn't find fluffy snow, but I found sequins. But I feel like it needs the fluffy snow because there's a big hole down there. Otherwise, it's going to take a lot of sequins. So I'm going to find fluffy snow, and then I will post the pictures of those. So that's what we've got for Crafty Hour number 7 today. Here's the little bird I did before. So I did one first to make sure I knew how to assemble. So this will be your homework to do this one. Cute little bird. I put the warmest wishes up there with a cute little pop dot. Then there's my little bird. And then on the back side, we've got our lovely handmade. And then you've got your extra tags if you want to add that on there to be matchy-matchy on those. So that is Crafty Hour number 7. This was the Winter Wildlife Beautiful Box Cards. You've got your little pizza boxes, so make sure to dress those up. Cover. Lord knows we have enough scrapbooking paper. You can use some scrapbooking paper. You can stamp on them. You can kind of embellish them and make them your own. So that's Crafty Hour number 7. So thank you everybody so much for joining in and trusting this new series that we came up with. So that is a wrap for 2022 for our Crafty Hours. We will kick it off in January. I think January 5th, it'll be a Thursday, will be Crafty Hour number 8, and then we'll have some more Crafty Hours coming. So make sure to watch our Scrapbook-N-Memories and Clipper Street's Facebook page, and make sure that you are a part of the Crafty Hour Creations private Facebook group, and we will let you guys know when the new ones are coming. So thank you so much. Have a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and we will see you in the new year with Crafty Hour number 8. Bye-bye.